The Lao government has informed leaders of Cambodia, Thailand, and Vietnam that it will undergo the formal prior consultation process for the proposed Don Sahong Hydropower Project in southern Laos. According to Deputy Minister of Energy and Mines Viraphonh, the change from notification to prior consultation further demonstrates the Lao PDR's pledge to work openly and in close cooperation with member countries and development partners.
The MRC is the highest level of the organization composed of water and environment ministers from the 4 member countries, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, and Vietnam. During the annual gathering, the Lao delegation said it will submit the Don Sahong Hydropower Project to undergo the prior consultation process, and the decision was in keeping with the spirit of the 1995 Mekong Agreement. The change from notification to prior consultation means that everything we have put on the table will be put on the record. Going forward, the prior consultation process will formalize our exchange of ideas and further demonstrate the Lao PDR's pledge to work openly and in close cooperation with member countries and development partners.
We choose notification before because we believe we were right. That is our understanding. But we carry out with the spirit of cooperation among the member countries. That means we share every information we have. We open to discussion. We organize the site visit. In other words, we even though we call it notification, but what we did before is just prior consultation. But now since the member country said, well, let's make it more formal. Why don't we put this thing in record? So we more than happy to change it to prior consultation. If that what you want it on paper instead of a gentleman agreement.
On 30th September 2013, the Lao government submitted documentation to the MRC under the process of notification, which is a less intensive form of consulting with member countries on plans for development with no significant impact on water use in the Mekong Basin. Deputy Minister of Energy and Mines Viraphonh, who also is an alternate member of the MRC Council for the Lao PDR, said, "We chose notification with good reason as the Don Sahong project is neither a tributary dam project nor a mainstream dam project."
Hydropower project especially, it has a lot of impact compared to a solar power project. The local population doesn't get much indirect benefit. They may get direct benefit like electricity from the solar project. Otherwise, everything is imported from other countries. There is no job creation for the local people. But when you do a hydropower project, a lot of civil works, a lot of things are done there. Road is being built, bridge is going to be constructed. A lot of income, people will be taught how to fish properly. So there are a lot more benefit to the local people, more than even solar or wind projects. These people have to understand it. Wind and solar is manufactured somewhere in other country. But here, a lot of works will be done local. So there will be a lot of direct and indirect benefit. So it's very important. This is a very good chance for the local people to have a better schooling, better access, better health care, and everything else.
The Don Sahong project does not include a dam spanning the whole river. Rather, it's situated on one of the many braids of the Mekong mainstream, the Deputy Minister explained. The run-off river dam and power station will be built entirely within the Hou Sahong, a 100 meters wide by 5 kilometers long channel. The Hou Sahong channel does not carry the full mainstream flow in either the wet or dry season. It currently carries about 5% of the natural annual flow of the Mekong River. He said while the Hou Sahong has been a key migratory route in the dry season, there are several other channels that support fish migration. The Deputy Minister told Council members that in the 6 months since submitting notification, the Lao government and the proposed developer have shared all the project's social and environmental impact assessments and fishery studies with Cambodia, Thailand and Vietnam for their consideration and comments. 2 site visits and a technical workshop were organized.
Now, within the MRC context and in respect of Article 4, which relates to sovereign decisions, etc., it is still, much like in the Sayaburi case, it's still a sovereign decision by a member country whether they go ahead with the project or not. However, we must recognize that discussing these ones in good faith with other countries and recognizing the potential impacts and potential consequences that will be taken in consideration with the Lao governments about whether they continue to go ahead with this one or whether they make a different decision. But there is no formal democratic process of voting or etc. involved in the process. However, it does allow for a more formal consideration of the potential consequences and allows the Lao government then to take that in consideration if that would be the case. But the process in itself does not necessarily say that we vote on the issue in the end.
It is disclosed that the Lao PDR will further the work already begun to improve the channels in the Corn Falls area to aid fish migration. And we will continue to work with local authorities to promote fishery management, conservation and sustainable fishing. Laos will also continue to encourage and support local families to learn fish farming to bring about a more reliable and sustainable lifestyle and broaden their economic opportunity in the future. Permanent Vice Chairman of Cambodia National Mekong Committee, Sini Nai. Thailand's Permanent Secretary, Acting for Minister of Natural Resources and Environment, Chot Trachu, Vietnam's Deputy Minister of Natural Resources and Environment, Nguyen Thai Lai represented the other MRC member countries at the 2-day meeting in Bangkok.
Session beginning with the first agenda this afternoon, that's the adoption of the